I had the honor, as you know, just a couple months ago to host you and Mr. Flood in my district, Tennessee's 6th District, for a similar type of hearing. And I share your view that it's important for us to take these hearings back out to our districts, and not only to get testimony from folks who we might not see in Washington, but also so that folks here in your district and in mine can see what our work looks like. And while it may seem at times that these things are a little cumbersome and staged or whatever, the insights that we gain from the witnesses are invaluable for doing our work, and very often are both the inspiration and the encouragement for the work that we do to change the law and make it possible for the American people to engage in the freedom of transactions that they wish to. So I'll dive straight into my questions. Ms. Roberti, in my district, the 6th District, again, of Tennessee, there are over 400 active Stripe merchants. Hopefully that's an accurate number. And Stripe has facilitated over $5 million in payments just in this past June. So those figures indicate that the work that Stripe is doing is appreciated by both merchants and consumers alike. One specific service that Stripe offers is Stripe Connect. I know that companies like Ford have adopted this technology with great success. Could you explain how Stripe Connect would work with dealerships like Ford of Cookeville, my hometown, to connect consumers, merchants, and dealers?
Thank you, Congressman. Yes, we're proud to partner with Ford Motor Company, and I think it's a great example of a product that we offer, Stripe Connect, where we actually onboard the dealerships, and so they have access to the full suite of payments, products, anti-fraud, everything they need to run their business. And then those accounts are connected accounts to Ford Motor Company generally. So both parties get the benefit of the business insights that we can see from the transactions that are happening in their dealership. So it's sort of taking maybe a small dealership and giving them the tools that a Fortune 50 company would have. And we've seen that that leads to increase in sales, increase in customer understanding, happier users, more revenue. And so I think it's a great example of a product that just enables innovations for smaller dealerships that maybe wouldn't have access to that.
Thank you. And at the back end of Stripe Connect, what role do bank partnerships play in launching an innovative product like Stripe Connect?
I think this is where, when we talk about bank fintech partnerships, sometimes it sounds very exotic, and we're talking about things that aren't just the day-to-day. So for us, a lot of our bank fintech partnerships are the more mundane, just BIN sponsors. So a bank is partnering with us to facilitate those payments that are happening every day. And so that's how we would partner with a bank for Stripe Connect and to help Ford Motor Company.
Thank you. Unfortunately, in today's regulatory climate, we have regulators who seem to be afraid many times of novel or innovative technology being implemented in the financial sector. Ms. Harbin, as regulators consider acting in the fintech space, what would you say is important for them to consider from a community financial institution perspective?
So we support a balanced regulatory approach. But the regulations cannot be so rigid that it forces smaller institutions such as Commonwealth and other community banks out of business with over-regulation. So I guess that's...
I share that concern. And so the quandary, I think, is to balance the need for innovation against the safety and security of our financial industry and the consumers that rely on it. In the last moments here of this round, Ms. Roberti, I know that Stripe is proud to offer 100 different forms of payment across their online and in-person payment processors. One aspect of payment processing development that concerns me is the erosion of the acceptance of cash as a payment method. How does Stripe facilitate the acceptance of cash during in-person transactions?
Thank you, Congressman. And I think this is important because we're in the business of giving our users what they want. And it's clear that users, merchants, want to offer cash as a payment method in many cases. And so we have a product that's a point of sale device called Terminal that you've probably seen when you're paying for something in a store. And we absolutely can operate that with a cash drawer as a cash option. And we think that's really important to offer consumers that choice.
Thank you. I see my time has expired, and thanks for your indulgence, Chairman, and I yield back.